It's 508, July 29th. So what are these guys not getting? I'm Alexander Surya, Jayanty, born June 5th, 1984. Eyebrow ring, mustache, lower chin hair, lower lip hair, chin hair, black hair, man bun, weird tie-dye shirt, brown skin, Indian, Asian, Sicilian. Mole on right hand, little penguin duck birthmark guy. Real, not fake, not tattoo, real. Correct. Came from my mother. These people, I don't understand what people aren't getting. This little community of scum stalking me are using my characterizations of them. And I guess they're directing them at me. Like when I start calling people Joseph Mengele monsters, demonstrating machismo madness, that's my characterization. And their hustle is they take my characterizations of them and then they apply them to me. Is that their hustle? Their turnaround, as they've been doing since like 2018? Who's falling for this shit? Or like the more than inhuman stupidity, that's my characterization of them. Or like saying certain people need to be carbon dated because they're like so primitive. They're like barbarians from like who live in a cave and carry clubs and tinder and flint around. They may be before tinder and flint for all you know. They haven't even discovered fire yet. These are my jokes and my characterizations of these monsters I'm a victim of. I'm the one who expresses my disgust with these idiots who say, we're rich, you're poor people are Plato's. I was the one who slapped the shit out of that guy verbally. I gave him a verbal pummeling. And then he actually pretended my verbal slap or pummeling was his. So that's their hustle. They do a turnaround. So what is this bullshit these people are playing with their control of information and who hasn't figured it out? It's absolutely infuriating. And it's ridiculous now. And who the hell's letting these kids? Well, one, I would say that's big time betting manipulation. If there's betting going on, all these guys manufacturing telepathy and doing turnarounds. But two, it's manufacturing evidence. It's also data theft. And God knows what else it is. It's slander with malice and misrepresentation. So how the hell are these kids getting away with this? And why can't I sue them for theft, slander, manufacturing evidence, and maybe even attempt to murder by using my anger and disgust with them and directing it at me? Because words can be powerful. And these kids are purposely directing my words and putting my words as if they're their own and directing them at me in certain communities armed with these implantation weapons, neurophysiological weapons, satellite weapons, and more. So these kids are purposefully using my words to direct my anger at them towards me to morons armed with these weapons who clearly rely on known liars repeatedly for information. A sign of fucking idiots. And it's infuriating now. Granted, I'm aware these guys are known liars, but sometimes I got to rely on them because that's all I've got. But these other guys have other people. These guys got access to all sorts of fucking people. And they've seen this, they know this guy, they know that guy. I just have these weird little shitbags who talk to me all day. Granted, I've been exposed to different communities at different points in time. But who is this community of people falling for this turnaround shit? And why aren't these people in prison yet? Yeah, when are these kids going to prison? Because if they were in prison, I wouldn't be hearing these shitbags still. They'd be in prison. If they were in prison, I wouldn't be being neurophysiologically tortured still. If they were in prison, I would worry the cops would have said, hey, you're a multi-trillionaire, here's your money. Here are the guys who have been stealing from you, sexually assaulting you, performing rape-like violence on you, attempting murder on you, trying to give you cancer. You're owed this much money in punitive damages. Here they are. Here are the criminals. You get to sue them, and you're owed fucking trillions in punitive damages. I mean, a RICO's treble. And these guys are some of the piece of shits involved in this RICO, endangering American inhumanity and open the doors for everyone's hands to be tied. Here are these fucking scum bastards with zero respect for humanity and zero respect for America and zero respect for the globe. We got them. Yeah, we'd be celebrating. So when are these guys going to prison? These guys with zero respect for humanity, zero respect for America, and zero respect for the globe. These shitbags running their fucking retarded gambling rings of violence and sexual violence and stupidity, opening the doors for everyone's fucking hands to be tied. When are these guys going to prison? Are they crazy? How have people not arrested these kids and these lunatics and these other idiots involved with economic espionage and data theft? How are these people not in prison? What is this headache from hell that I've been dealing with? And then these other lunatics trying to rape mankind of their free will. Who the hell would get behind that? Oh, yeah. Let's rape mankind of their free will by sticking devices in their brain and human programming everyone to follow orders. Let's steal them one of the most sacred and beautiful things man has, free will. Yeah, are you with me? Yeah, they're fucking crazy. Yeah, who was harumphing? I mean, what is this nonsense? How did people get behind that idea? That should be more evidence of psychiatric illness and evidence of people more than unfit to be in society. Yeah, why would anyone get behind that? It sounds like the worst idea in the world. Mankind needs free will. Mankind needs to be able to make decisions. Mankind needs to be able to have their own opinions. Mankind needs to be able to use free speech. Because sometimes idiots come in power, and if no one has free speech and no one has free will, and no one has differences of opinions, and things like the Holocaust happen, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Hitler, Jewish people are weak. Let's do really illegal, horrible things to them." And then no one's there to say, "No, this is wrong," or no other country's like, "Hey, no, we can't do that. Let's fucking take out these crazy people, and free the innocent Jewish people." So when free will is taken, and free speech is compromised, and differences of opinions are not welcomed and slapped down with covert technology and covert weapons, things like the Holocaust happened, things like slavery happened, and they continue. So whoever these guys are trying to rape mankind of free speech, free will, etc., slapping people down like idiots for wielding differences of opinion and utilizing such speech in opposition, those sorts of people are threats to mankind, they're threats to America, and they're threats to the globe. And someone basically needs to do something, because this is just repulsive behavior now, and it's more than infuriating. And I'm enraged that no one is as enraged as me, that they're actually allowing these people to attempt to rape mankind of their free will with human programming, blackmail, trying to slap down people's free speech using technological force and other tactics, threats, harm, abuse, amongst other horrible acts that are being committed. And then even threatening people for trying to stand up for their rights as a human being and as American, and their right to privacy, for example. How are other Americans and other people around the globe not enraged by this behavior, and not enraged by these law enforcement agents not arresting these terrorists and criminals and thugs who are threats to America, threats to humanity, and threats to the globe? I mean, that's like they got all three. They're a threat to America, humanity, and the globe. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. These guys need to go to prison. So why are people not making that decision? Why is that not clicking? What the hell is going on in the world around us, where threats to humanity, threats to the globe, and threats to America are roaming freely? Why aren't they in a fucking cage, pardon my French, where they belong, in their orange jumpsuit city, so they can never harm anyone again? Let's wake up. And who is still not freezing and seizing the assets of these monsters, who are financing terrorism, organized crime, sexual violence, and more, illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution? Like I said, when people are more Satan than Satan, who are demonstrating more than psychiatric illness and mental instability, the last thing you want is them to have face, large sums of money, power, and influence. You want to see people like that's like a poor Satan. Like I said before, a poor Satan, he's just a poor Satan. He can't do much because he doesn't have access, he doesn't have resources, he doesn't have face. He's just a poor Satan. He can do some things, but not on a big scale. But a rich Satan with power, influence, and money, a more Satan than Satan, powerful, rich, influential guy, that's to be scared of. That's something that should make people just make bowel movements in their pants. Yeah, when you see a Satan like that, more Satan than Satan, with large sums of money, power, and influence, that's someone you want to get in prison ASAP. Especially a mentally unstable one who tries to murder people for standing up for their rights as an American and as a human being. Especially an egomaniac one who actually holds a disabled guy hostage for 5 years and 5 months with implantable devices and tries to gets jealous of the crosstalk between their left and right cerebral hemispheres and tries to damage their corpus callosum and scar it. That's a creepy, more Satan than Satan bastard. And that's the type of guy you want in prison. Prison. Yeah, prison right there. No, I didn't plan that. I just do stupid shit. But if that's not clicking in your brain, that a more Satan than Satan, powerful, influential face guy who's mentally unstable and an egomaniac who actually tries to murder people for standing up for their rights as an American and as a human being, and tries to murder people for using free speech, and tries to murder people out of jealousy and damage their brains out of jealousy. If you're not getting that's a dangerous Satan, a really fucking scary Satan, you may have psychiatric illness. You're not getting that's a dangerous Satan, a really fucking scary Satan. You may have psychiatric illness. You may be involved. You may be involved through blackmail, or you may have more than inhuman stupidity, because I don't know what to say about that. Somebody needs to get these serial killers and sickos behind bars. Praise Jesus.